Hey, I wanted to come on here to talk to y'all today about the process that I've gone through to do all the steps needed to take for me to be approved for my surgery. I have been scheduled for my surgery. It is for August 7th. I finally have completed all the steps needed to be, and the reason why I'm waiting so far out today is the May the 15th. The reason why I pushed it so far out is because I have to take off of work, and that's the earliest time I can take off of work. Aside from that, I'm going through my bariatric solutions. It's a Wise Health System service. This is the handbook that they gave me. This is the one that's here in Fort Worth area. And you go and you schedule a consultation. So that's the first step you get first step you do once when you call them is you set a consultation. You do have to pay $75 for the consultation, but that does go towards the cost of your surgery, especially if you're a cash patient. So since I'm a cash patient, I'm paying for all of mine. You can get financing, which they have, different pamphlets on financing. This is through Prosper. Or you can pay it all up front if you have enough in savings. So with that being said, I went in, paid my $75, and the first thing they did was they weighed me. And I met the exercise specialist, Jessie, and then we went into the room, I guess so that I could meet the doctor, but I had like an initial, little consultation with her, which was telling me, different things I could do to be active, to help lose some weight. Also, they took pictures of me, took all of my measurements. They measured my arms, my bust, my waist, my legs, my thighs, my forearm, my big arm, every bit of measurement you could get. And let's see, and then they took my pictures from the front and then from the side, obviously, to, because you're going to want to have those kind of pictures. And then I talked with her for a little bit. She gave me some easy, basically using your own body weight kind of exercises to do. And then I met with the doctor. My doctor is Dr. Arsala Islam. I really hope I'm saying her name right, but that is my doctor. So I met with her, and she basically told me that with my BMI and weight, that she doesn't think that I would be good for a gastric bypass, which was the thing that I was originally looking into, because I've heard that that's the one you can lose the most weight on. And so she said that she wanted me to do the gastric sleeve. When I met with her, it was very, I felt kind of, during the whole consultation, I felt kind of rushed, if that makes sense. She comes in and I meet the doctor and I'm like, hey, okay, so I really just went there to get information. I wasn't sure if I really actually wanted to have this surgery yet. I do say a lot. Let me stop saying that. I'm sorry. I could get it really annoying really soon. As soon as I can start learning how to do these whole editing videos and stuff, I'll try to edit all that stuff out, because I'm trying to fill in some space, I guess. I don't know. Anyways, so I met with the doctor and she comes in and I'm like, hey, so is this a good option for me? Should I do surgery? Should I try to do this on my own? What's the best bet or best route for me to go? And basically she said, no, you can't do this on your own. And then she's like, well, let me take that back. I mean, you're not going to be able to do this on your own, and it'll be very hard for you to do this on your own. And then she was like, anyways, before you can even have surgery, you got to prove to me that you want it. And I'm just like, but I'm thinking in the back of my head, like, I don't even know if I really want to have this surgery yet. You know what I mean? So yeah, I mean, that was my first initial, I guess, thing to meet my surgeon. I didn't know if it was because she's kind of analytical, and I didn't know if it was because that she, is a doctor and doesn't have like I don't know, most doctors are very analytical and don't have a whole lot of personability, if that's a word, personability, I don't know. So I was just, I don't know, I was a little taken back by that, but I kind of just flipped it off because, you know, she's there. How many people go in there for consultations, and how many actually follow through with it, you know, especially if knowing that your insurance isn't going to cover it. It's just got to be like a definite decision. So it could have been that too. So the other thing I did was, after I met with my surgeon, I then went to the financial advisor, and that's when I've got, you know, my information for different kind of lending groups. And then I got my list of things that I have to have done before I can even have my surgery. So the first thing I had to do, I had to do an online surgery education from Docola. Basically, it was just a long video telling me about what the gastric sleeve surgery is. Then I had to have a psychological evaluation. I had to have a dietitian evaluation, which I met with her next, so I'll tell you that. I had to have an upper GI screening, so where you have to go into, and I'll talk about every one of these individual things in like other little short snippet videos. But you have to go and they take, I guess, like an x-ray kind of picture to see if you have like a herniated hernia or acid reflux. And they like make you, it's called a barium swallow, I guess. I don't know. They make you, oh, it's terrible. Anyways, I'll talk about that another time. And then I had to have a sleep study done to see if I have any kind of sleep apnea. I have to get a cardiac letter of clearance from the cardiac specialist, which I'll talk about that as well. I had to get my blood work done, and let's see, dietitian, upper GI, cardiac clinic, clearance, sleep study, yeah, blood work. And I think that's it. That's pretty much it. I had to lose also, she wanted me to lose 20 pounds. I felt like that's really nothing, but it did take about a month to do that. I'm now at 30 pounds, 7 weeks. I really wish I would have gotten more than by now. Anyways, so let me think. Let me see. So that's everything that she gave me. So there's like this whole little checklist of things that I had to get done. So, and then, you know, pre-testing requirements, which is another whole little list of all the things that I separately had to get done. So overall, the surgery itself is going to cost me, it's $8,500, but because I paid $75 for the consultation, it brought it down to $84.25. So they told me all that good stuff. Let's see. So I had to have a resting echocardiogram, and I had to have a cardiopulmonary stress test and a cardiac clearance. So that's everything I had to pass in order to get the cardiac clearance order. Anyways, to fulfill that. So then after I left the financial aid, she told me all of that good stuff, I went to see the dietitian. She was pretty nice. Again, I felt really rushed. I don't know if that's just like a typical process that they have. Maybe something that they should work on maybe at this particular clinic. Another thing that they don't have a whole lot of is patient education. I don't know if it's maybe because I'm a cash patient and they don't think that I really want to pay all that much more out of pocket, but I'm trying to learn as much about this as I can in making full life changes, and I feel like I'm not getting a lot of help through the clinic itself. Maybe I should, I guess in hindsight I could have gone somewhere else, but I've already gone through so many other steps that I just don't think that I can go anywhere else at this point without having to go through repeat them all over again. So I guess I'm just kind of stuck at this point where I'm at. Anyways, so she gave me a sample surgery meal plan, but before surgery, because I'm supposed to be losing 20 pounds. I've lost more now. Awesome. But before surgery, by the time I'm supposed to start my cleared liquid diets, I'm supposed to be on a diet. And the diet consists of, I'm allowed to have my snacks. I'm allowed to eat 1 meal a day, and I'm supplementing 2 meals with shakes. I've kind of tweaked that as of now that I'm further in, because my surgery's so far out from when I started. It's not good, and I've read and I've heard and I've talked to so many people that it's really not good to stay on a protein liquid that I don't even think I have one in here, but the protein liquid diets that with the Premier Protein bottle shake things, they're just really not very, they're good for short time weight loss, but they're just not good to be sustainable. And I'm thinking that I'm doing this for, 4 months before my surgery, so before I even hit my clears. So I decided that I'm kind of incorporating more of like, I'm doing the protein shakes still, but I'm making them, like I'm making green smoothies instead of just doing plain old the protein shake with just all the vitamin and weird nutrients and stuff that you can't read on the label. So I'm putting like spinach and like a half a banana, and today I did strawberries and oranges. So it's just, I'm just doing different fruits, fresh fruits and vegetables, plus the protein and chia seeds and all the good stuff that you're supposed to have. That way I'm having more of a nutritious kind of shake, but I'm still supplementing with shakes. And I'm having 2 small snacks a day-ish, maybe 1 small snack a day. It depends on the day. And then I have, my other meal, which they gave me leniency on deciding which meal I wanted to eat for the day, like which I actually wanted to eat, because my schedule is crazy and all that. Anyway, so basically I'm supplementing 2 meals a day with shakes. I'm having my snacks and I'm eating 1 meal a day. And my meal's got to be a good proportioned, good meal. So what she gave me, or she showed me this, I actually had to, I made a little picture, but basically that's what my plate should look like. So my protein should be over half my plate, and then my veggies should be more than half of the other half, and then just a little bit of carbs. So it's low carb, not necessarily no carb. And then I'm going to have, my fat, my healthy fats or my healthy oils. Most likely during cooking that I'd use that, but that's what I've been sticking to for my plates. Or if I'm not eating that, I'm eating a really big salad with yummy protein in it. Like I did shrimp salad the other day. It was actually really good. I never really liked fish, so that was kind of fun. Anyways, I did this and oh yeah, I want to show y'all. So the smart snacking ideas she gave me, she did give me some good ideas. If I don't know if you can see this. Okay, I'll show you. Good protein sources if y'all want to take a screenshot of that. And then high fiber sources if you want to take a good screenshot of that. But I'm supposed to pick 1 from this and 1 from this for my healthy snacks. So for instance, I'll eat like a hard-boiled egg with a whole grain, 1 slice of whole grain bread. And I'll take the egg and I'll slice up on the bread and I'll put it together. It's like a little egg sandwich, but it's like a half because I'm fold the bread in half. Or one that I do often is the raw vegetables and hummus. Love hummus. It is one of the best foods I've ever had. It's so great. But I do it with celery, which is great. And then I've found these little carrot chips, which is like carrots, but they're like cut into little like round chips. They're pretty good. Anyways, that's one of the things that I've been doing too. They gave me different kind of protein supplements, ones that are high in protein. Basically, the key rule for that is to have a protein supplement that it contains close to 20 milligrams of protein per serving or more, and less than 10 grams of carbs per serving. If that's a shake, like a meal replacement shake. And if it's a powder, they want you to have less than 4 grams of carbohydrates for the powder. So they gave me a whole list of ones that are actually approved with those kind of specifications, which is low calorie and stuff. And then on the back of it, it's the same list, and then it kind of tells me the serving size and all that. And the really cool thing I did like about this is it told me where I could go to get all of these shakes of every single one. So that was really neat. And then, but I found the ones that I liked so far. I tried the Atkins. I didn't like that. Muscle milk, it's okay. I tried the Slim Fast high protein shake. It's got to be the high protein, not the regular one. I tried that one. I did a strawberry. It's okay. It's higher calorie content with a little bit less protein than the Premier Protein, which is the one that I've been using. I said again. I swear. It's gonna be the death of me. All right, so that's what I went over, and then she gave me There we go again with the She gave me this list of vitamins and mineral recommendations, which she didn't really go over this. She kind of just said this you're going to need to look at for after surgery. So I'm like, okay. I just put it in my folder. Aside from that, this is a whole patient handbook. So the whole thing, I guess, is going to go through and it's going to tell you, I guess I did read it. I've read it a couple of times. One, your BMI, your anatomy, and then where they cut on which one, if they have a balloon on each different kind of surgery. Like there's the sleeve where they cut out your stomach, and then it goes in and talks about, before your surgery, and saying it's good to exercise before surgery and all that good stuff. So this is a whole little handbook they gave me that they're like, take it home and read. There's supposed to be like a Q&A thing that I can go to with my doctor that I guess is supposed to help me, I guess, I don't know, understand the whole process. However, I tried to register for it and it was like, oh, you can't register right now because you're whatever, like the internet thing's not working. I don't know. And I called them and they're like, we'll get back to you. And they never call me back on that. So most of the education for this whole process that I've done is mainly YouTube and online videos. And I've been watching a bunch of different I can't even tell you. I've been on YouTube so much, except for this past week. I literally took a break from watching videos on YouTube. But Dr. Vong, seems to be knowledgeable and full of a lot of different kind of good information. So I've been listening and watching his videos. And then there's another guy, I can't remember his name right now. I bought one of his books as well. I bought a couple of books of theirs. That way I could read and kind of learn myself and learn my new way to function since I'm not getting the help that I need from my surgeon and from my place, which is pretty typical. I hear they don't do a whole lot of education and all that good stuff for patients, which is kind of sad, especially knowing that this is something that's a life-changing event and you really need to be as educated about it as you can. So lots of books, half-price books, lots of YouTube videos. Not saying that everything you watch on YouTube is going to be 100% informational, and that, little disclaimer. But I don't know, I'm trying. I think I'm doing some things right, considering I have been losing the weight, and all I can do is just take it one day at a time. That's all anyone can do, really. You could do is just try to inform yourself the best way that you can, the best way that you know how, and make this life-changing event work for you. And that's all I'm gonna do. And I'm gonna struggle probably, and it's gonna be rough, and I already know that I'm gonna need a counselor because it's gonna be an emotional process. So, but anyways, that was the whole consultation of me going through my bariatric solutions, of how that went for me. This is a very long video. I'm sorry about that. You didn't have to sit through the whole thing. It's pretty terrible. If you did, I'm sorry if you did. I know I'm get off topic. So I'm trying to keep it focused. I will go into in-depth little shorter videos, probably like 5 minutes, of just what each of the little things that I had to get clearanced on, how those actually played out, and kind of help anyone I can help along the way. I can tell you that this has been a really hard process this whole month. I've had ups, I've had downs. Haven't cheated. I haven't, on my diet at all. I haven't deterred, aside from having maybe one meal. Like on Mother's Day, I had 2 meals instead of supplementing 2 meals. I ate 2 meals, but I still had healthier options and healthier snacks. You know what I mean? So I'm still chugging along. I'm still going to the gym. I'm still working out. I love Zumba, and I enjoy the aqua class and cycle classes. Cycle class sucks. I'm just saying, it really does. I do that for my friend, but she does it for me. It's kind of funny. We're kind of doing it for each other, but we're still doing it. Anyways, Y'all have a great day. Bye. Sorry for listening to me blab for 20 minutes now, but thanks for listening. Bye.